Hi again, folks. Last week, Meghan Markle launched a full-scale takedown of the royal family. She loaded up a double-barreled shotgun and fired away. First in an interview in New York Magazine's The Cut, and then in her new podcast. First to the 6,500-word diatribe against the royals, she said of her and Harry's reason to leave the family, just by existing, we were upsetting the dynamic of the hierarchy. She outed Harry's problems with his father Charles because she's got well-documented problems with her own dad. Harry said to me, I lost my dad in this process. It doesn't have to be the same for them as it was for me, but that's his decision. And there was the podcast and the bizarre comparison to Nelson Mandela while trotting out more claims of being a victim.
If there's any time in my life that it's been more focused on my race, it's only once I started dating my husband. Then I started to understand what it was like to be treated like a black woman, because up until then I had been treated like a mixed woman.
Well, that set off a firestorm, particularly in the United States, where the couple are desperate to mix it with the great and good.
I think it's an eye-opening podcast, and I commend Meghan Markle for going there, even though it is a bit shocking that at 30-some years of age, she is just understanding what it's like to be a black woman in America. It's a bit surprising to me.
The New York Post took a different approach when responding to all of the claims that were made. It had her on the front page with the caption, Toddler and Tiara, depicting Meghan as a spoiled princess. For the past 3 years, she's had a global platform, yet all she does with it is complain that she's been censored, silenced, shut out. Meghan Markle has been a public downer longer than she was a working duchess, wrote the Post's Maureen Callahan. Here was a bit more reaction.
She's very much like a housewife in that she can't stop talking about the very thing that she wants to be irrelevant. She wants to sort of like eradicate and erase the royal family.
Now, you would have noticed that the barbs and attacks are all only going in one direction, as the royal family and the Queen in particular have a mantra to never complain, never explain. In other words, they keep private matters private. Not so for the greedy, self-obsessed former royal couple who claim to want to live private lives in the United States, only to then sign huge multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix and Spotify to talk about their lives. That's because there's nothing else that's really that interesting about them. Like it or not, it's the dirt they're dishing that generates headlines and that people tune into. Sadly, that's all this sorry saga has been reduced to. Dirt. But both Harry and Meghan appear very happy to trade off it. Dirt is their currency. By trashing the royal family at what appears to be almost every turn, they're no different to tabloid magazines. Every family has issues, and I'm sure Harry has very good reasons to be upset with his father, given the loss of his mother Diana 25 years ago and the personal hell that she suffered. But the current grudge doesn't appear to be about that. Charles offered an olive branch before their trip to the United Kingdom this week for Harry to come and visit him and talk it out. It was rejected. Turns out Harry is still miffed that he can't get publicly funded British police protection while his family are in the United Kingdom. He's offered to pay for it, but Harry hasn't quite worked out that once you're out of the firm, you're out and can no longer get the perks. And you've got to wonder how much strain all of this is putting on the Queen.
The Queen is 96 and she's on her summer holiday at the moment, and everyone would wish her well. She's got to put her feet up, bit of rest and recuperation after a packed summer. But of course, it's going to take the strain on her. We haven't seen her since July the 21st, which is slightly worrying. I'm told that these episodic mobility problems are increasing, unfortunately. However, on Tuesday, she's welcoming a new Prime Minister here in the UK, so fingers crossed we'll get to see her then.
The United Kingdom has just announced Liz Truss as the new Prime Minister, but with the Sussexes in town, we know where the headlines will be, because every move, every word will be recorded. As the Washington Post noted, the only way for the Sussexes to build a truly new life and have a wider impact on the causes they care about is to stop making themselves the centre of the story. But if we've learned anything this past week, being the centre of the story is precisely what they want. Thanks for watching. To support this channel, please like, share and subscribe below. I'll see you next week.